Like other previous day, I express my wholehearted gratefulness to the court of Almighty Allah, the gracious, the beneficent, the Creator, Master, Protector, Savior, and Supreme Commander of the whole world, who has kindly and graciously created us in mundane world. Whatever is seen might be Allah has created 18,000 Mukhlukat, and all the Mukhlukat is of Allah, who are obeying the dictation, decision, everything, order, summon, command, then in there without any delay. But we should also be obedient to Allah to gain the mercy of Allah, here and hereafter. Today I am interested to discuss in front of you about higher education. Before consulting about higher education, I need to share with you the person who are engaged in primary teaching section. I would like to tell you something. If you can give developed education to primary section and this student is coming to secondary section, they would be able to perform their duty and responsibility befitting manner. But it properly from Teknapur to Tetulia, very few students who are getting chance and opportunity to get decentralized curriculum. They have to learn is a centralized curriculum. Decentralized curriculum is difficult to see more than centralized curriculum. NCTB, National Textbook Board, we are getting NCTB also given the curriculum. This curriculum is followed from Teknapur to Tetulia, primary section, secondary section, higher secondary section. And primary school teacher who are being appointed is a different school is of this country. You are given PTI. PTI is a training, can't teach, especially give you assurance how to teach the student. But especially as a faculty member of English literature and linguistics, I would like to just especially I may suggest you in this section, by which it is possible on the part of you to help countless students of this country. In my previous video, I told you to consult, discuss in front of the student. Now you can ask me, how can we discuss? You may tell one sentence in Bengali, another sentence in especially in this language. Obviously, it is not unknown to us that Arabic language is the best language of the world, and Arabic language is the language of Allah. Arabic language is the language of Quran. Arabic language is the language of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Arabic language is the language of grave. Arabic language is the language of hell and heaven. And so, Arabic is the language is the best language of the world. You may tell your learners, student, disciple, candidates, different special sector and section. Today I am interested to discuss with you about higher education by the grace of Almighty. So if especially primary education is given properly, perfectly, on that time your sons and daughter would be able to take higher education. By primary education is means it is called foundations time. If your foundation is the strongest is one, then it will be possible on the part of yourself to make especially that is called story after story. I should share with you one thing, this and that you are is getting টিনের যদি ফেন্স হয় বেড়া হয় তাহলে টিনের এই বেড়ার উপরে টিনের ওয়ালের উপরে কখনো ছাদ দেওয়া যায় না. We cannot make any roof on this particular tin fence where we can get fences made in tin, but we cannot special give any roof. টিনের উপরে কখনো টিনের বেড়ার উপরে কখনো ছাদ দেওয়া যায় না, একতলাই হয় না, আর বহুতল তো অনেক কষ্ট. Similarly, just I should share with you something, and similarly primary school student is weak students is like tin, strongest student is brilliant student, strongest student is they are like wall. But if you can make wall giving is 10 story or 20 story is the foundation, these children should be able to gain proper education in future. Obviously, proper education can be gained in expensive institution, we cannot deny, such as cadet colleges, as well as we are getting that is called famous kindergarten schools of this country. And expensive education we are getting British curriculum. Of course, there is funding is Cambridge University, teaching countless students throughout the whole world. These children is, of course, we know, are getting proper education, learning Cambridge syllabus. Cambridge syllabus is strongest is one in class 4. Physics, chemistry, math are taught. But on the other hand, on the contrary, our students in class 19, they get physics, chemistry, math, biology. But in class especially 4 or 4 and 5, of course we know that is called the students who are completing their A level, O level, O level, A level, of course you know, and they are getting the chance and opportunity. For this is the reason they are especially that is called backbone is strongest is one. Having strongest is the backbone, they are going ahead, gaining special education properly and perfectly. This is how they are especially getting international standard education. Honorable teacher staffs throughout the whole country who are engaged in primary section, you are requested to take necessary steps for the betterment of students. But I should share with you one thing, that you need to know the name of my video, that is called How to Develop English Skill or Ramos English Education. If you charge your especially mobile, smart mobile, you can get me and get my consultation discussion. With it, I need to share my phone number, through which it is possible on the part of yourself to consult, that you are finding 01717 25 49 49. I told you this language, of course, হসপস is UI খিচুড়ি ভাষা আপনাদেরকে ভাষাটা আমি মোবাইল নাম্বারটা বললাম. And I should share with you something. If you are interested to speak in Bengali, that is called as Bengali 24 hours, you cannot, as in the day of justice, on the day of you are getting 21 February, আমরা 21 ফেব্রুয়ারি দিন বলি, 21 ফেব্রুয়ারি বলি, 8 ফাল্গুন বলি না. লিপস্টিক আনতে গেলে কেউ কার জন্য যদি আনে, আমরা কখনো ঠোঁটের লাঠি বলতে পারি না, নাকি পারি? যে ঠোঁটের লাঠি দেন তো দেখি একটা ভাই দোকানদারকে যে বলতে পারে না, তাহলে লিপস্টিক বলতে হয়. Of course, there is getting lot of foreign language had already mingled with our language. For this is the reason our language had already become hospus of different color, different sector and section. This is especially how we must digest this thing. Honorable teachers throughout the whole country who are engaged in teaching section, secondary section, except Bengali literature, Bangla literature and especially Bengali grammar, other teacher is especially at school section who are teaching 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But of course you know properly the students whom you are teaching at present from Teknaf to Tetulia, you are teaching them in Bengali version. On the country, cadet colleges of this country, they are teaching English is a version. This is the difference. Now question is coming, you are interested to discuss in the classroom, of course you can discuss. Suppose you are you are going to discuss, I am telling Maulana teacher of this country who are teaching Islamic Shikha, Islamic education. Of course you can just discuss one sentence you can tell in Bengali, another sentence you can tell in this language, I mean English. Third sentence you can tell is Arabic. In this and that your students would be able to acquire its quality. Honorable teacher staff is of this country who are teaching secondary section, physics, chemistry, math, biology, etc. And of course in the same way, of course you can tell one sentence. On the other hand, you can get especially books in English is a version from the market, Dhaka, Nilkhet, or especially you can get is Chittagong market, is you are also in Chittagong market, as well as you are also just getting available books especially in Rajshahi. Aligarh is the library, other libraries is of this is country. Of course you can get it Khulna, get those is the books in Khulna. And you may collect that is called set of book on physics, chemistry, math. You can start practicing to read at home. After it you can enter into the classroom. You may discuss both the way you are getting like rail line, parallel is the way. One sentence you may tell is in Bengali version, another sentence you can tell in English version. But you know it properly that the students who are reading cadet colleges of this country, in the classroom they do not get any Bengali, Bangla at all. Second thing is that the students of this country, different parts of the world, I should share with you something. Teachers say, do not bring your mother tongue in this classroom, I mean Bangla, or maybe just Hindi, maybe of Farsi, maybe just Urdu, maybe just China, maybe other languages of the world, and teacher encourage the student to especially use international standard is language. Second section. Third section is I should share with you something the person who are engaged to teach social science, civics, as well as Bangladesh and global study that you are is funding. Other is the books what you are is teaching at school level. Each of the teachers is may discuss something every day, at least is 5 minutes over this matter. But in order to just teach the student, our teachers should have training, coaching, teaching, etc. Should have personal step. Personal step would be able to be helpful for you to acquire fundamental knowledge in this section. By this is why you can take step to take the student of you at your school throughout the whole country. If all the teachers especially come under the same umbrella, same banner, same flag, and same sector and section is same opinion, I do believe one thing is that within a decade, Bangladesh would be able to especially get a standard position in the field of education, and we will be able to raise our head in the especially international field. Whatever it might be, this is my proposal. I should share with you something in the channel that you can develop. Secondary, especially there is higher secondary teachers who are teaching especially that is called SSC section, physics, chemistry, math, biology. Of course, you can just follow the same spirit, same thought, same conception, same ideology, same philosophy, what I told before a while. The person who are teaching political science or civics and social science, you are getting, you are also just especially that is called getting history, general history, Islamic history and culture. You are also just getting some other subject, you are getting ethics, philosophy, etc. You can also consult this thing in English version. Your students will be highly benefited. Honorable teacher staffs of this country, in Dhaka University, some other private and public universities of this country, except Bangla department, they do not discuss anything in Bengali. Recently, a student of mine who got opportunity in Dhaka University Sociology, I have noticed his book, all the books are written by foreign writers. And the teachers are accustomed to discuss in Dhaka University in English version, maybe political science or social science, maybe just Islamic history and culture, other thing. Similarly, just as I learned from reliable sources, Khulna University and many other universities of this country, teachers are accustomed to discuss in this way. Whatever it might be, by listening, we have learned our mother tongue. Similarly, our students can develop their quality, develop their capacity, sagacity, tendency, power, ability by especially listening, as listening is the first and foremost condition. Our teacher should have profound experience, profound quality, profound knowledge, profound skill. Maybe teacher of sociology, maybe teacher of psychology, maybe teacher of especially Islamic history and culture, maybe teacher of general history, maybe teacher of logic, maybe teacher of philosophy, maybe teacher of especially other sector especially of education. Obviously, you can discuss. Maybe teacher, of course, you are getting management, accounting, finance, other section you are getting in the and that, of course, you can discuss in the classroom some extent. But you need to spend this time to develop your own career, own knowledge, own quality, own capacity, own sagacity, own tendency. Otherwise, you cannot especially give the students. If you can give students proper education, our especially guardians throughout the whole country, they need to take this step for the education of their sons and daughters, by which it is possible on the part of their sons and daughters to be educated, higher educated, properly educated. And if they can gain proper education, obviously they can apply any countries of the world. They can be asset of the world. I have told you everything, something, not many things, because in the shortest time, it is not possible for me to tell. There are students throughout the whole country who are going to participate in SSC examination. I personally congratulate you from the core of my heart. Whatever it might be, you need to take preparation for your greater future. Working relentlessly for 12 years, you are going to participate in the examination SSC. and of course it is the first certificate which you will be able to apply in greater is the future. So work hard and properly, and work hard properly, perfectly, adequately, exactly. Write is everything to the point. Don't speak write any irrelevant sentences in the examination hall. You should not speak throw dust into the eyes of your teachers, examiners. Reason: your examiner is your expert, more expert is than you, expert, skilled, sagacious, intelligent, or intelligentsia. For this is the reason you must not try to especially cheat them. By writing is a haphazard is a thing, and by writing especially baseless is a thing. By writing is whatever you like most. By especially copying the question paper frequently again and again. By doing this and that, of course, to get is a pass mark. Obviously, especially such kind of is wrong, cannot bring any fruitful is a thing for you at all. Dear students who are staying from Techna to Tetulia, actually I got no idea whether you would be able to understand my lecture or not. But if you get the poorest mark in the examination, and it means especially taking the poorest marks as if you are entering into Eid market, your pocket is empty. Pocket is empty. Or you are entering into Durga Puja, you are going to enjoy Durga Puja, Kali Puja, Saraswati Puja, Lakshmi Puja, etc. You are interested to purchase something, but you should have especially pocket condition should be sound. Strongest is one. If not, you would be able to only. If not, you will be able to wash especially that is called different items of shops, different items of dress, shoes, other especially thing, cosmetic issue which are being used by our mother and sister, other is the person of this country, different kinds of dresses. So you should have profound experience and quality, capacity, sagacity, tendency, personal is the quality. Your leg especially is stronger than a strongest is iron. Your leg is stronger than strongest is iron, or strongest especially the electric pillar, because you cannot apply electric pillar for walking. But if you have strongest leg, you may walk properly, perfectly, adequately, exactly, really, philosophically, finally, fundamentally. Well, something especially aggrieved me. Some students are saying, I also got to see this thing, selfie. Some students, college going students, school going students who are interested to perform a selfie action. And a student of Joranga, what I read is today from the Daily Sun. This particular boy of 17 years old, 17, not 70, not 70, but 17 years old, he was killed in this section. Recently, I also just got many information of this country who are performing this task and action, and in the end that they end their life. Greater India as well as developing countries of the world, such kind of thing is seen. And especially some young generation, teenage generation are seen in the society who are driving their Honda by dancing, merrymaking, etc. They are drivers, they are user of Hondas. I should share with you one thing. Do not drive in this way. Do not make your life a risky one. Because if you die, your parents will be shocked and they will cry, but they will get nothing. Whatever it might be, especially you need to get warning from this sector and section. Law enforcers cannot make you good and gentle, polite, magnanimous and generous. Law enforcers especially cannot make you expert, sagacious especially, and good citizen, appropriate citizen, ideal citizen. That is called they will perform their task connection is law enforcers, it is sure. But question is that you have consciousness and conscience. You are rational creature. Since you are rational creature, you may apply your rationality. Allah has given man and woman to think rationality, and as well as you are getting animality. Every one of us have got this special thing, rationality and animality. But since man is ashraful makhluqat, man should know how to use this rationality controlling animality. Animality cannot bring any record, especially for the society, any fruit for the society, any good advantage for the society, any convenience for the society, any welfare for the society, etc. etc. No progress will come because by the help of this animality, and animality just is increased in this country tremendously. For this reason, our mothers, sisters, and different ages, girls, women, middle-aged, that is called children, as well as we are also just finding teenage personality, school going, college going, university going, service holder, and teacher of different sector and section, other service holder of the society who are women, they do not get 100% security on the road. For this reason, our young generation and the person especially whose nature is very licentious, abundant, who have lost morality and disintegrity and dishonesty, discourtesy, impurity, habit and conduct, you need to be alert. Remember, is the what Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. Especially, you can also follow basic principle of Islam, the Quran, the Hadith. Of course, it is getting, and religion is especially according to you. You have all of you have got this religious book. What is dictated is in your religion. You need to especially that is to obey those things. The person is who are Christian, you can also obey the rules and regulation of the Bible. The person who are Muslim, let us obey the rules and regulation of the Quran, of Hadith. The person is who are Hindu, you can also read this ethics of Hinduism, ethics of Buddhism, ethics of especially there is and that Christianism. In this and that by learning is ethics is we can ensure is a brightest society. On the other hand, the corporate is a person in this society here and there this and that who are making porno justice especially film and spreading this thing is for young generation, a group of young generation who are spoiling their life. Because of having curiosity for this action and throwing its dust into the eyes of their parents, guardians, known and unknown is the person they are performing perforate connection. By doing perforate connection, they are bringing is ruin for their is the future. They cannot is bring any good thing is for the betterment is of their lives, for the betterment is of the families, for the betterment is of the country. Nationally, internationally, they are deprived is of their fundamental right. So this thing especially what should be control is in our country. Bangladesh especially is developing country. Bangladesh is not a developed country. Bangladesh is a developing country. Because of especially developing country, many things what we do not get. Yet we are optimistic, we cannot be pessimistic. Optimism can give us many things. Pessimism cannot be helpful for us to get many things in mundane world. Man lives in hope. We are human being. We must have hope in our hearts. Dear candidate of ACC, the door of higher education is going to be opened. University, medical college, BUET, KUET, other training center, especially Chittagong is Bhattiari, other places is of this is the country, of course, who are waiting is for you to take you to receive you as a student. The person is among the ACC special holder who will be recruited is for Bhattiari Chittagong. To become a special army officer, you will be recruited. And you would be able to go that place to get this good environment. By taking 3 years training, coaching, teaching, etc., you can dedicate your life for the betterment of the world, for the betterment of especially that is called generation after generation, for the betterment of the global people. The person who are taking preparation to become ASP, of course, especially the universe, world, people, country, they are eagerly waiting for you. Your family members is the kid and relative, they are eagerly waiting is for you. Proper education should be ensured in this country. Let us especially follow how the people of the globe are taking university education. University education is most important thing that you know, and you can take your honors and masters from brightest subject. Aviation, of course, where is getting demandable matter. We cannot deny this thing. In the global field, of course, you can just gain this degree. And you can especially be NASA scientist from Bangladesh. You can accord versatile quality on apparatus of medical science, apparatus of special textile science, apparatus special of different sector and section, apparatus especially of electrical section, apparatus especially of various kinds of machines which are essential in our day-to-day life to especially produce food, to produce juice, to produce special other thing. Lot of medicine company near about is 200, including Herbal Medicine Center, Pharmaceutical Limited. They are also producing lot of things in their special industry. So dear students, according to your quality, capacity, sagacity, tendency, you will especially take step for your higher education going to university. According to your quality, if you would like to tell, you select especially best university of the country, but you need to know best. If you are interested to get this OS, that is called, of course, that is called, low or below standard is the quality. and you can especially come below standard is quality education institution. But taking below standard is quality in education, this and that, you would not be able to apply this thing is in your greater future for the betterment is of the country. And in future, your certificate, your especially that is called hard earned certificate is maybe your burden. For this is the reason you need to especially know how to especially develop your quality from different section. Admission seeker throughout the whole country who passed your SSC examination last period. Because of COVID-19, it was not possible on the part of us, government, educational sector as a section, of course, to take the education examination last year as well as especially 2021, 2020. For this reason, many students especially had to pass their time staying at home, taking a smartphone. Phone especially, of course, is getting in this and that. What I understood is this matter that a group of students who had already been that is called spoiled, ruined, massacred, damaged. In this section is let us try our best is to come out is from this section, take proper education, obey the dictation of the Holy Quran, obey the dictation of your religion, and go ahead is properly, perfectly, adequately, and all of course all classes of students of this country may not get government job in this country because our graduates are countless. But we have limited seat in this country, limited post in this country. For this reason, our students should acquire age befitting quality, time befitting quality, which will be helpful for them to get job in global job market. Dear students throughout the whole country, from Teknablu Dadulia, who are listening my voice, I personally congratulate you. There are so many things in higher education, of course, I cannot discuss this within the shortest time. By the boundless mercy of Almighty, I will discuss many things about higher education of Bangladesh, higher education of the globe, higher education of the world, technical education, of course, there is getting, and science-related education. Different special classes of education, of course, there is getting. May the mercy of Almighty Allah come on us all. Thank you very much. Thank you all.